Hey y'all, so I just want to show y'all something real quick before the sun goes down. So basically, excuse me, my breath guys ran over here, but so one of the things that I like to really do with my fruit, and I feel like all of you guys, gods and goddesses should try this. If you have like mangoes or cantaloupe or honeydew or watermelon, put your fruit, okay, it's just a suggestion, but I'm telling you, it really works and it really is effective, okay? Like, you put your fruit, I like to use mangoes because that's my favorite fruit. I put it outside and I let the sun basically charge my fruit. So I let the sun give energy to what I'm eating. So whenever I consume these mangoes right here, the energy from the sun, that's been, penetrating these mangoes, going through the skin and making it juicier and more, sweeter and more ripened, like all of that is going into me, that energy from the sun. And so like it charges up my fruit, because usually these mangoes, these are I think they're pronounced kite mangoes or keet mangoes. These mangoes, when I first get them, they're usually really, really hard. Like, they're usually really, really hard. But as you can see, these have like a squish to them. And they got squishy like this because I had them out in the sun. And I just put them out here. I say, if not yesterday, it was the day before yesterday. And I think it was the day before yesterday. So it's only been 2 days, and they have gotten so soft. Usually these would take, see, I just bought this one today. This one's still hard. Like, this is usually how it feels when it's not ripe. And it's kind of shinier, like it's like more, it's just harder. But some of these I think this one I just got today, but these are soft. And this is because I had them out in the sun. Like, the sun literally will charge your fruit and make it sweeter, juicier, ripen. It'll make it more high vibrational and more energetic. Because like today, I had two of these mangoes today. And the first one I had at like 10:30, and then the second one I had was like at 4. Like probably like 3, 4. And I kid you not, that's all I had today. It was like 2 mangoes, and a smoothie bowl that I made with some, granola, almonds, chia seeds, and a plant-based milk inside. But like, I had those mangoes, and like it literally gave me a bowel movement, because the energy was so intense and strong from the sun. Like, the sun is pure, the sun is purifying, the sun is healing, it's cleansing, it raises your vibration. Like, the sun has so many different things. It boosts your immunity, it boosts your mood, it helps with sleep production, the melatonin that gets secreted from the pineal gland, or is the pituitary gland, one of those two. But it's just like you really receive all the nutrients that the sun is providing for you, by going into your food. You're receiving all of those energies and all those nutrients. And it's like, because think about it, right? And I'm gonna leave with this here. Whenever we get our produce and we're in the grocery section of the grocery store, we are looking at fruit that's been off of the tree for like, it could have been like several weeks, several days, it's been a while, depending on what fruit you're buying. It's been disconnected. Like, these mangoes, they haven't been on the tree for so long. They were in the shipping containers, they were in boxes, they were in trucks. These mangoes are from Mexico. These mangoes are going to Mexico. So it's like they were disconnected from the tree for so long that it needs to be recharged. Like, energy needs to be, it needs to be charged up, so that when you eat it, you feel that charge, you feel that electricity going into your body, you know. And I started doing this like several years ago when I first started my spiritual journey and my plant-based journey and being completely vegan. You know, I started this a few years ago, probably about 2 years ago, like 2 years ago and some change. You know, I started being vegan when I was 18. That was like several years ago. And so I started doing this without even knowing what it meant or what it was like. I didn't know, but I was doing it. I was like, you know what? Let me just put my mangoes outside under the sun, and I'm gonna come get them in a few days whenever they're ripe, and I will eat them, and they'll be the juiciest, sweetest, softest, delicious, most high vibrational healing mangoes I ever eaten in my life. And that's why in Africa, my phone had died, but you know, I was in Africa, and all those fruits were getting straight sunlight, you know, because they were in the food trucks, they were on the side of the road. And when I would eat them, I would feel so good, I would feel so alive, because like that energy was the energy from the sun was going into the mango. You know, like energy is always being exchanged. You know, this is an energetic exchange, and then I'm putting this into me, into my body. So that's really why I like doing this. And I got this off of intuition. I learned this just from like learning like my life experiences. Like I learned so much throughout my life experiences that stuff like this happens. Like I started doing stuff like this that I'd never seen anyone do, but it just made sense to me, because I'm like, okay, like the fruit been off the tree for a little minute, like why not give it some more energy, you know? And then it also has Mother Earth, which is a giant, you know, she's a big battery. That's how trees grow. That's how vegetation and fruit and all that stuff grows, because it grows from the ground. So I'm like, why not put the fruit back on the ground, you know, back in the ground. And I just let them sit for a few days until they're ready to eat. And I'm telling you, they're so good, they're so delicious. Like you can do this with like any fruit. Probably not berries, 'cause I think berries, like they perish really easily. But you can do this with like fruit that has like a shell, you know, like watermelon, cantaloupe, stuff like that, you know, stuff that's not gonna go bad in like a few hours if you leave it outside. So yeah, I want to leave that here with y'all. I really hope y'all like this video. Make sure you share it, 'cause I just gave y'all some really good information and I think it's amazing. So yeah, share this video, like this video, comment on what you think, and yeah, see y'all in the next one. Peace.